like that. What an ugly game tonight. I mean, I didn't think either team played well. Kings lose 114-97. There will be a game 5 in Sacramento. Okay. This game tonight, though, was all Golden State. The Kings were horrible in this game. I don't know how else to say it. They were absolutely horrible. 114-97. Ryan in Sacktown coming up in a moment.
Audio Jungle.
114-97, Ryan, and Steph Curry did exactly what I thought he would do, and that would be he'd have to carry this team, and he did with 36 points. But the Kings just were awful tonight. Is there any other way to say it? They were awful.
No, this game was more about what the Kings didn't do more than what the Warriors did do. Curry had a great game, but the Kings 97 points. I mean, that's all you need to see right there. I mean, that's terrible for the Kings.
Anything positive from Sacramento's perspective tonight that you saw?
No, Harrison Barnes positive third quarter. To be honest with you, I mean, you look at everybody in the plus minus. It's you pretty much negatives. Keegan was a wash. Davion was in the plus category, but not much great that I saw. Grant, anything for you?
Nope.
Yeah.
No one got hurt. I don't understand why the starters are on the floor with 4 minutes left to go in their blowout game. I don't understand that. Now, I'm not going to criticize the coach of the year, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to. He's been doing it all year, but I don't understand that. Like, the only thing that can happen in that situation is an injury. What else are you going to accomplish? The game's over.
Yeah, you're not going to accomplish. Sometimes it's better to walk away and cut your losses at some point. You're not going to get the team playing better in 6 minutes. Not going to matter at that point. So
Fox played 38 minutes tonight in a blowout. Why is he playing 38 minutes?
He shouldn't be playing 38 minutes. It's exactly my point, Grant. So it does not make any sense, but it's been Coach Brown's MO all year. So,
and again, it's not a big deal because he didn't get hurt. But can you imagine what we'd be talking about right now if he had turned an ankle with 4 minutes left to go in the game, getting blown out?
Yeah, it turns an ankle, gets in an altercation. Why is he there? Absolutely. It would be game over for the Kings. Game over.
Hey, we are going to be at a watch party for Game 4 on Sunday afternoon at Daikon Korean Barbecue in Natomas. All you can eat. Again, Daikon Korean Barbecue in Natomas will be there pregame, halftime, postgame. Now, remember, that's a 12:30 tip. So Ron and I will be out there early. That is Daikon Korean Barbecue in Natomas. Again, all you can eat. Come on out and join us for Game 4 watch party. Right here, 114-97. I want to say thank you to Bennett's with 2 locations, Sacramento, Roseville, and they're going to be opening up in Rockland soon. It was so great to be out there for Game 1 on Saturday night. Their prime seafood and steaks. They have over 50 different types of wine available by the glass. Don't forget about the weekend brunch, the weekend prime rib. It's all there for you. Go to Bennett'sRestaurants.com as well. And don't forget, they're coming out to Rockland. That will be their 3rd location. Right here, 114-97, the final. The Warriors held the Kings to 41 points in the first half. It's not very often that we're sitting here talking about a Kings team that did not score 100 points.
No, it's not. It's happened less than 5 times this season. In fact, Grant, the Warriors held the Kings to under 100 points when the Kings didn't play Sabonis, Herter, or Fox. So the fact that all those guys played tonight and the Warriors were undermanned is a little bit surprising. But you just got to get this one out of your system. You got to look at the tape on the stuff you did really bad, like rebounding and turnovers, and get ready for Sunday.
And Keegan Murray is giving the Kings absolutely nothing in these playoffs. Nothing.
He is just not able to get it going against the defense that the Warriors are playing. It's not that it's great defense. It's just simply their system. And Keegan, you got to look at this point, maybe mixing things up, not in the starting lineup, but distributing those minutes somewhere else off the bench.
All right, I want to get to some photos from our fans from around the globe. This is from Heck in Seoul, South Korea. And then he went to the Dora Observatory, and he said his father and I got limited passes to get into the military zone. And then, how about this one? His 93-year-old uncle served 3 years in the Korean War, the Korean vet who is proud to serve his country with 2 bullet wounds as well. We really love the photos from South Korea. Thank you very much.
Yep, pretty special, pretty special. Thank you for sending those over, Heck. A bright spot on a stinky night, but that's all right. We like seeing those.
114-97, the final, and guess what? No beam tonight, my friend. No beam tonight.
No, not going to get to see the beam in person. That's all right. Maybe we'll see it driving home from Natomas on.
Hey there.
Hey, maybe we'll see it. Everybody passing by. See it on our way back from Natomas on Sunday, hopefully.
All right, I'm going to ask you a question, and I know that I'll give you a minute to think about it.
Okay.
Was this the worst performance of the season for the Kings?
Yes, and here's why. You got to look at the situations, right? I can cut some slack when you're coming off of a road trip and it's just a schedule game. I can cut some slack when you have been selfie time. When you have been see you later. When you have been, just struggling in general, but in the playoffs, with a lot of momentum coming in, Grant, with the Warriors undermanned, they laid an egg. And I see in the chat everybody saying, "Oh, they just didn't hit their threes." So much more than that. So much more.
All right. Want to say thank you to Alberto for sending that picture from Italy in his Kings gear. Thank you, Alberto. Wish we had better news tonight. But we do have Jerry Reynolds with us. And, Jerry, it's good to have you on. I mean, that was one poor performance by Sacramento. I just asked Ryan, Jerry, is that the Kings' worst game of the year?
Yeah, I think maybe it is. You really couldn't say anybody on the Kings had their A game.
Yep.
Fox was maybe a B game, but other than that, I don't know. And I think, it's so important for this team, as Ryan just pointed out. I mean, obviously you got to make your threes, but this team was behind from the second or third minute. I mean, it was the Warriors had total control. And, I think it's always tough to beat a champion. And especially when they've got one of the truly great players in the history of the game on their side.
Mm-hmm.
To expect a sweep or something would be more than just a little foolish. You can hope for that, but here again, it's kind of like Bill Belichick off to Cincinnati. Next one.
Oh my God.
So Jerry, let me ask you this. Was this a case tonight of Steph Curry being Steph Curry and breaking out, or did you see anything differently that the Kings did that allowed Steph Curry to break out?
Well, I mean, I think he did a lot of it himself. I mean, you really did see a lot of great individual play for him to get shots. Now, it's also true they got him some shots, but the guy is so. Besides being a truly great shooter, maybe the most creative and great shooter in the history of the game, but boy, he moves all the time. And, he's creating switches. I mean, Davion, if he probably could stay with him pretty well, but they're going to screen and get Davion off of him. I mean, you kind of, that's one of those things I said, I know Steve Kerr's figured that out. And you saw a little bit of that. And then the other thing I took from it, the game was very physical. And the Kings didn't handle it nearly as well as the Warriors did.
Yep.
And then I think one last thing, no Draymond Green. Well, the truth is the guys that played in his spot, in his minutes or wherever they were better offensive players.
Great point.
Good point.
You may have lost a little defensively, but that wasn't even a factor tonight. And certainly Looney made up more than made up for his rebounding. That's for sure.
20 rebounds for Looney in this game. 20 rebounds.
Yeah, he was terrific. He was
Yeah.
terrific. Really, did exactly what they need him to do: clean up the board, set good screens, stay out of the way of the shooters.
Has Andrew Wiggins been better than you thought he would be after not playing since February?
Yes, a lot better. I mean, he really, that very first game, I thought he was excellent. But I mean, we know he's a terrific player, but I didn't anticipate him being this good this quick. And certainly, you could make the case that he's really their second best player anymore. And so he is so valuable. And yeah, that I think one other thing, and to me, Malik Monk is such a key for this team.
Yes.
And I really felt that the Kings bench probably wasn't as good, but Monk could more than make up for it, which he did those first two games. 32 and 18, and tonight he just was a non-factor.
1 of 9.
Yeah, and I think for the Kings to win this series, Malik Monk is going to have to average 15 to 18 points. He just is.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Jerry, speaking of non-factors, especially on offense, what do you do about Keegan Murray at this point? He's gone scoreless for the first half in all 3 games. What adjustments do you make if you're Coach Brown?
Well, I think you trot him out there the next game, and if he doesn't get something going pretty quick, you pull the trigger a little quicker even. I mean, I think each game we've seen that, and Keegan, it was good to see him get a little something going there at the end of the game. It didn't count, of course, but it's still good. And but I think you just have to have, basically you've got to go kind of bring in the left-hander.
Uh-huh.
I mean, so you got to go to the bullpen a little quicker, Rhino.
All right.
Jerry, you talked so often on our Wednesday shows about the Kings' assist-to-turnover ratio and how good they are in terms of taking care of the basketball. And I talked about this on the pregame. I thought the number one stat for the Kings tonight would be their assist-to-turnover ratio. It was poor. 21 assists, 15 turnovers. That's not going to win you a lot of games in this league.
No, for the Kings, when they're at their best, they're at least 2.5 to 1.
Yeah.
At least. And I thought, the key guy with that is Sabonis, and he was really, really poor. He had more turnovers than assists. And the Warriors know these things. This is what scouting is.
Yeah.
They basically, and of course, conversely, the Kings from this game can learn some things as well. So, hey, the thing's just started. It's just started. You don't want to make, you should never. It takes them. They got to win 3 more. The Kings got to win 2. That's the only way to look at it.
Absolutely, Jerry. I mean, we talked about the Kings possibly having a little bit of a physical advantage with Draymond out tonight. The Kings shot 47 threes tonight. The first 2 games, they were under 40 threes in total. For each game. Did you notice anything there? Were they settling too much? Were they not going to the rim enough? What was your assessment?
Well, I would have liked to have seen them use Harrison Barnes in the low post more, post him, get Sabonis at the high post, get him away, because I think Harrison has the best post game, and he would have been matched up size-wise a little better. Having said that, I don't know that Looney would have totally vacated the area either, but I still think you could, basically try to take advantage of Harrison a little more in the low post. But, I think with Sabonis it's tough because, he can't really gain a lot of advantage on Looney. And then by the time he does get a little advantage, second defender is right there on top of him.
Jerry, I got to tell you, the office is looking really just very nice and tidy and clean tonight.
I did pick up a few things. I was a little embarrassed, to have tools. Actually, the tools laying around aren't mine; they're my wife's. So yeah, sometimes you got to adjust, guys. Sometimes you got to adjust. So
well, the Kings are going to have to adjust to Sunday, and there's a nice layoff. Jerry, again, I'm really surprised the Kings aren't coming home tonight. I'm not going to criticize a guy that's the unanimous coach of the year, but I just find that odd. You have a beautiful practice facility here with all your video and everything. You could be here in 90 minutes. You could practice tomorrow. You could have a walkthrough on Saturday morning, get on the bus and go back. I'm a little surprised by that.
Well, I am too. Honestly, I mean, here again, I always say the coach should know his team better than anybody, and so we'll trust him on that for sure. But I would be inclined to say, hey, let's go home and lick our wounds,
Yeah.
get a good night's sleep, and talk about it tomorrow.
Well,
In
I'll
our
let you
practice
lick your
Sunday.
wounds. I'll let you get a good night's sleep. Ryan and I and everyone on the stream really appreciate you
Yes.
joining us here on the post game show, Jerry. Thank you very much.
Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate it, and yes, I am ready to turn it in. So,
All right, Jerry.
Thank
Take
you,
care.
Jerry.
see you guys.
Appreciate
All
you.
right.
How awesome is he, huh?
He's the best.
He is the
He's
best.
literally
He's
the
just
best.
I'll tell you who else is the best, and that's New Works Plumbing of Sacramento. Locally owned for over 20 years. They've got a fix for you. Just go to sacserviceplumbing.com, sacserviceplumbing.com, or call the number on your screen. New Works Plumbing, they've got a fix for you. Hey, I want to say thank you to all the folks here at Soul Street Midtown. We were here for the game the other night, right? Monday
Yep.
night,
Yep.
Thursday night. This staff is great. We had a tremendous turnout. TVs I think everyone really enjoyed themselves. Yeah, the game was kind of a bummer, but I want to say thank you to the staff here. I really enjoyed coming here, Ryan. This was a great place to do a live show.
Yeah, it was excellent. It's wide open. The staff was wonderful, like you said. Great food, by the way.
Oh boy.
Excellent. And yeah, just awesome people all around, and the turnout, the fans, really, really great.
And so on Sunday for the matinee, we'll be at the Daikon Korean Barbecue in Natomas. Don't forget, it's the 12:30 game. All you can eat barbecue on Sunday. So come see us. That will be at Daikon Korean Barbecue in Natomas for the next watch party. 114.97, all Golden State. And now both teams have a couple of days off to make some more adjustments. The Warriors will have Draymond Green back. We assume, don't know,
Yeah.
that GP2 would be back as well.
Yeah, you would think so. I mean, there was nothing. It didn't say non-COVID illness; it said an
Yeah.
illness. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody should be at full strength. Grant, I guess speaking of full strength, did you think Sabonis' sternum affected him at all tonight?
Yeah, I could tell it on his free throws.
Yeah,
a
little bit short. Yeah.
All right. I want to tell you that Fosters and Paws, they have 24 puppies available for adoption right now. They're a group of animal advocates that work primarily with dogs and shelters. And if you are interested in adopting a puppy, just go to fostersandpaws.org. Again, 24 puppies available to you now, fostersandpaws.org. I think if you're Sacramento right now, you're appreciative of the fact that you have an extra day. Regroup, get that bad taste out of your mouth. Sunday, a couple days away, just get it out of your system and let's go.
Yeah, I'm appreciative, Grant, that hopefully this was getting it out of their system. But again, it was. I really feel Sacramento was the reason this game was lost. The Warriors did not necessarily win this game with what they were doing.
Yeah.
So treat it like a different game, as Grant said all series, and you get ready to go on Sunday.
Again, I'm not saying this to upset any of the Warrior fans that may be joining us. I wasn't impressed at all with the Warriors tonight.
No,
I don't think they played well.
They only scored 114 points, Grant. And the Kings, I mean, we were spoiled the first two games with the Kings defense. It wasn't there tonight. But the Warriors were still turning the ball over, unforced turnovers at times. But you know what? We put this one in the books, and you go to Sunday, and hopefully the result is different. And I was wrong, Grant. I was wrong. No, 2-0 in San Francisco.
Well, you know what? I think if anybody had told you that after Game 3, the Kings would be up 2-1, people would be dancing in the streets.
Yes, indeed, they would. They would. But as you said earlier, the series does not start until a road team wins, and Sacramento has the opportunity to do that on Sunday.
Hey, I want to tell you about Gold Country Veterinary and Hospital. They are located in Auburn. They serve the foothills and the greater Sacramento area. They're full-service veterinary medicine. They do dentistry, surgery, and wellness care. Don't forget, they're dedicated to urgent care. Bottom line, hey, when your pet needs to be seen, they are available. Advanced internal medicine. They have ultrasound, diabetic management. They're full surgical care, from spay and neuter packages to advanced orthopedic procedures, dentistry, and so much more. They've got the most modern technology, and they're very proud of their pain management protocols. That's pain, not praying, pain management protocols. I actually could use some of those protocols so I can learn how to speak. That is Gold Country Veterinarian Hospital in Auburn. See, that's what you got to do, Ryan.
I got you. Well played, partner.
We appreciate all of our sponsors and appreciate all of you. If you're joining us for the first time, hey, we're really happy to have you. Give us a thumbs up, hit that like button. Also, if you have not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button.
And
$14.97.
And I appreciate our one guy
He's unbelievable.
that
Cody
stuck
is
around.
amazing.
Cody is amazing, sitting here watching the show.
He's amazing.
In front of us. Good dude. So.
Cody is just living proof that he doesn't have a life because he's always supporting us. He's everywhere from the. I mean, he got here. He was one of the first people here. Cody is just the.
Come here,
best.
Cody.
Cody,
Get over
you're the
here.
best, man. You're the best.
Come here, buddy.
Cody, you're unbelievable. There he is.
There he is.
Cody, you're unbelievable. You really are. You're amazing. We
Cody,
appreciate your support.
Thoughts on the game tonight, buddy?
They played like crap.
Yeah.
There you go. Cody sums it up very well.
Good job, Cody. You have a future in broadcasting.
Straight to the point.
You know that when I go to my Listen App show, right?
Yeah.
And I get ready to go on, Cody is the first one there all the time.
Nice.
He's always there. He's always waiting for me. And I'm like, wait a minute, does this guy have a life or what? I mean, but it's great. Cody, you're the best, man. You get love on the Cody. You getting love here on our chat line.
Yeah, you are.
Oh yeah, that's great, man. All right, so I don't know what else we're going to talk about. You got some final thoughts because there's really no reason to dwell on this game.
Cody is the man, number one.
Yes, he is.
And second, short memory, Kings fans. Short memory. Those are the words of encouragement that I give you. How about yourself, Grant? Take us home.
All right. Well, Grant, can you give us some words of encouragement? Yeah, I can give you some words of encouragement. Your team won 48 freaking games this year and was the 3rd seed in the West. And you're playing the defending world champion Golden State Warriors. And after 3 games, you lead this best-of-7 series 2-1. And you also outplayed them in games 1 and 2. So you've had a total of 12 quarters. And out of the 12 quarters, you've won at least 7 and probably 8. So relax, all right? It's a bad game. Get it out of the system. Come back and get the job done on Sunday. And here's something else. You want some words of encouragement? The Warriors cannot win this series if they don't win a game in Sacramento. And the atmosphere for games 1 and 2 was off the hook. The Kings played off the hook. So, yeah, you want words of encouragement? You got words of encouragement. You're up 2-1. Oh, boy. Thank you very much for joining us right here. Appreciate your support. Thank you to everyone out here at Soul Street. They were awesome. And don't forget our next watch party at Daikon Korean Barbecue in Natomas on Sunday. So long, everybody.